Hello and welcome to Connected Risk. I'm Sam Jones, a solution engineer here at Empowered, and I'm going to be walking you through some very exciting new features that we've just released in our 25.3 code version. Now before we start, I want to give a massive shout out to our product and development teams. Their hard work has given us some quite fantastic updates, which I'm very excited to get to show you today. For this video, I'm going to be using our enterprise risk management template, but these enhancements can be utilized by any connected risk user regardless of their use case. The first enhancement I have for you today is a massive overhaul to the way you interact with the system day to day. On the screen, you're seeing our new My Workspace page, one consolidated view for all your workflow actions, comments, tasks, and flagged items. No longer do you need any personal tiles clogging up your dashboards. Everything you need to do today is here in one screen. Simply log in and begin working on your to-do list. You can search and filter for what you're looking for. Click on the cards to switch between item type, or you can group items together, so it's even easier to break down your tasks. You might notice the action column on the far right of the table, now a single column, where the action you can take depends on the type of item you're dealing with, meaning you can focus purely on what's necessary for that item. I can see I've got some issues to deal with, including this top issue workflow item. So I have a single update button taking me to the workflow piece I'm responsible for. If there's comments I've raised, I have more options, including editing, where I might update what I've said or flag it for someone else. Now, My Workspace is fantastic, but might not always be where you are in the tool. You might be looking at reports or individual instances, and despite having email notifications set up to inform you when you have work to do, you might not constantly navigate to and from your inbox in the system, meaning you might miss new things that come in. Our new notification bell solves that problem, showing all the new items that are flagged for you, so you won't miss a thing, color-coded by how soon you need to respond. For example, I might click on the action name of a workflow piece, taking me straight to the workflow, so I can quickly make my updates and carry on back with my previous task. Now it really couldn't be easier to respond to your open items in Connected Risk using My Workspace and your notifications panel. Our next item is really exciting. For our hosted clients, in this latest release, we have our first iteration of Empowered AI. Empowered AI will generate responses based on the prompts you configure, meaning you get some time back by not having to manually write things up. So let's say we're dealing with this incident. We've done some initial root cause analysis, but really want to know what the financial impact will be on the business. Like many AI tools, we can see that it is thinking, but I'm quickly given back an answer in the format I've chosen, which I can review and add to if I like. Please bear in mind, although we expect responses to be accurate, like any AI, as shown by the blue banner, we do always recommend that you review the content before saving. If you want more information, please feel free to check out our AI guide on how the service runs, how it can be used, and how it can be configured. Our AI is only going to get better and better, with different use cases in the works. But today, in 25.3, you're already going to be more efficient thanks to Empowered AI. In the past, it has not been simple to find all the information you need without having to drill down to the overview of the instance you're interested in or having an excessive amount of columns on your summary pages, both options really impacting your user experience. The addition of our new Quick View panel gives you the flexibility to surface the data you need without having to leave the summary pages. You can flick between your instances, speeding up any comparisons you might need to make. If you want to make quick changes to fields that don't need to go through a workflow or approval process, click the handy new Edit button and make your changes that your permissions allow. In 25.3, it couldn't be easier to search and filter for the right data. In this example, my risks are already grouped together by category to make it easier for me to see, but maybe I just want to search for my financial risks. that belong to a specific risk type. Now I've found exactly what I need to see in a couple of clicks. The addition of my workspace means your dashboards can be much cleaner, giving you space to surface the most important data. And they're now more responsive than ever before. Should you want to reduce the size of your tiles? The tiles in the row, and in this case their charts, will automatically resize to match, helping to make everything on your dashboards much clearer and more consistent. Within our out-of-the-box templates, we've refreshed all of the dashboards, breaking them down into the topics you'd care most about. Now perhaps I want to check what's going on with our risks. I have a page dedicated with the most important data. Now those were the highlights of 25.3. In addition to these items, we fixed 50 bugs in this quarter, really improving the UI and UX for our customers. But if you want to find out more about all the changes we've made, please feel free to read the latest release notes or speak to your customer success manager. We hope you enjoy using 25.3. Thank you very much for watching.